Penn State's trainer accused your guys of foul play.
He sounds like a sore loser.
Whole team's plenty sore, Colonel. Crushed them by 34 points.
You bet I coach my men to hit hard. Speed and aggressive play. That's Army football. If I thought for 1 second one of my boys was guilty of foul play, he wouldn't be on this field or at this academy. This team represents the United States Army. We don't just play for West Point, gentlemen. We play for the American people.
Holbrook.
Yes, sir. Keep it up. Yes, sir. Thank you, Colonel.
Coach Blake, may I introduce you to Great Britain's United Nations representative, Mr. Bellingham.
I am an enormous fan of your Army football team, Mr. Blake. Quite a remarkable string of victories.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. The Colonel should have told you I don't allow visitors after 15:30.
Surely Mr. Bellingham's present.
Colonel Harkins, Mr. Billingham is not the problem. I'm sorry, but I can't extend special privileges.
This academy gives your team nothing but special privileges.
Kickoff's at 1300 Saturday. I hope you'll be there to cheer us on.
I shall. Thank you.
Mr. Billingham, Colonel. Kenna, wind sprint!
And then Coach says Mr. Bellingham is not the problem. If they still had duels, one of them would be dead by now. Yeah, Harkins. I don't know. Harkins fought next to Patton.
I drove a tank to Belgium, so I can tell you a thing or two about staff officers like Harkins. Villanova's more dangerous than a staff officer.
Colonel Harkins is the commandant of this academy. You will show him respect. He's convinced that a lot of you are only here for the football. So, this year, I expect all of you to have outstanding grades. You need help, go to your tutors. Show Colonel Harkins that good scholarship and winning football will make a better officer.
Yes, sir!
Spiral is not a recognized symbol of thermodynamics, Mr. Mortier. Time's up. Be seated, gentlemen. Except you, Mr. Holbrook. Why don't you stay up the board there? Is that the right answer? I don't believe so, sir. Belief is justified. Why don't you show us all the steps to your work so the class can see how you arrived at the wrong conclusion? Yes, sir. What are you chewing? Coffee grounds. You're kidding me. It's a lot more stimulating than Spanish verbs. You're nuts. You know that, Nolan? Yeah, just wait till the swim season I start shaving my legs. It's a joke. You're supposed to laugh. Can't. My ribs still hurt from practice. Buddy from home? Every time my grandmother finds a penny on the ground, she sends it to me. What for? For luck. She spent every last penny she had to get me here, so now she sends me luck. Well, it sounds like you're the favorite grandson. Well, she raised me since I was 4. She doesn't get out much nowadays, so these are getting rare. I could use some luck. I got another write-up in physics this morning. Ouch. Yeah, I have a question, Mr. Nolan. How am I supposed to study for physics if I have to spend my study time walking the area for not studying physics? You're assuming the Army makes sense. I tell you, this is my shot. I can't go back to Nebraska. If I screw up here, there's no place for me to go. I'm not like you. I don't have a rich family to fall back on. I have 4 family members that graduated from this academy. They all carry .45s, and they would stand me against the guard wall and shoot me if they found out I graduated with less than 5 stripes on my sleeve. Does this bother you? No, not at all. I always had the radio on growing up. Saturday was the Army game. Yes, Blanchard and Davis. Yeah, Blanchard and Davis. Greatest players and the greatest team in the country. And then between quarters, there'd be news from the front. Remember that? Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. I tell you, this was always my dream. To play football right here for Army. Yeah, this is a dream come true, all right. For a reversible quasi-static adiabatic process, we can wrap the following as clear. Study it. I guarantee Jones will test you on this concept. You know at Rutgers they have a course in radio comedy. I would love just one gut course. Holbrook, it could be worse. Be the scientist. What? Close the door, will you? Yep. Stannis? Holbrook? Welcome to Entropy Made Easy. Is there a problem, Mr. Holbrook?
No, sir.
Culpepper.
Yeah. That entropy problem you worked for me showed up on my test. What are you whispering for? How'd you know it's gonna be on it? I didn't. Look, dumb John. Coach started the student program a long time ago. Yeah. Well, odds are some instructors are bound to repeat a question at some point.
So you're telling me this was a fluke?
Total. You got lucky, that's all. Congratulations.
Gonna drink or practice?
Is my timing okay? I feel a step or two off today.
Fact is, Bobby, you do work hard, and you're smart. I can see you thinking out there.
Thank you, sir.
It's not a compliment. You're telegraphing your passes. They can read you, they're gonna beat you. Next time you have a question, ask Coach Lombardi. That's what he's here for. Out
Sir.
here, I'm your head coach, not your father. I don't want us conferring in front of the other men.
I was
It's
only...
a sacrifice I expect you to make.
Yes, sir. What is the motto of West Point? Duty, honor, country, sir! 3 words carved in stone above the entrance to Washington Hall. Carved in what sort of stone? Sir, I do not know! Cadet Holbrook. Yes, sir. Tell this uneducated plebe what sort of stone. This hard Hudson Valley granite, Cadet Traeger, the bedrock of the nation. 1 word is carved a little higher than the other 2. That word is honor. Repeat the honor code. A cadet will not lie, cheat, or steal, sir! Every cadet is honor-bound to report any breach of the code that comes to his attention. The honor code is the pride of the Corps. Clear? Yes, sir! Get out of here, dumb John.
Movie's 12 o'clock, Holly. Come on.
Aren't you worried about the chem midterm?
No.
DeSantis, when do you study? No offense, but you're not exactly the sharpest tag in a toolbox.
I got smart.
Is that so? Okay. I want you to explain to me how this compound.
You know what I mean.
No, I don't.
If you don't, then you're dumber than I thought.
What are we talking about, DeSantis?
We're on the football team. It's easy for us to get the poop for any test we want.
The answers.
Holbrook, you gotta stop playing these exams the way you play football. Teamwork. You don't gain any yardage unless the line blocks for you, right?
Yeah, I'm getting tutoring.
We all need help.
Tutoring isn't cheating.
Hey, it's the way things work around here. Look, give me that book, right? This thing's been up and running for a long time now. Not long before me and you got here. You want in? Suit yourself. If you don't want to get smart, that's your decision. Just don't get smart on me. Okay, Georgie?
The Black Knights of Army have stormed through their season to a record of 8-0. Next up, the Army-Navy Classic in Philadelphia. The Middies of Annapolis are the only team standing in the way of another undefeated season and possible national championship for Blake's boys.
Come on! Do it again! Do it right! Ready! Set! Hut! Set! Into the field house!
Want me to start building the ark? You all right, Sanders?
All right. Hope I'm fine.
We're gonna kill Navy.
Scored a 2.8 in chemistry.
What I tell you, you got nothing to worry about.
This guy, Navy defensive end. Nickname Champagne. Pay attention. Uh-huh. Sack the quarterback.
You sure that knee's all right?
Can I run this 3 more times? I want you men to remember this every time you think you've got nothing to fear from Navy.
I didn't know his nickname was Champagne.
It isn't. Vince, will you ever let a guy with a name like that get the better of you? Holbrook.
Colonel? Coach?
You're the kind of man we need on our team. But you're this close to being dropped from the roster. Your physics mark, which I've seen, will be posted tomorrow. Now, I know you can do better.
Yes, Colonel.
We play Navy in less than 2 weeks. DeSantis is pretty banged up. I'd like you to be there with us. So, use the same effort you've shown me on the field to raise your grades. Think you can do that?
Absolutely, Colonel.
Good. Get it done.
You okay?
No.
Got your message. What do you want? I'm in. Wise up. What's the matter with you? Why don't you broadcast it and crying out loud?
Okay. Listen. I've listened 2 weeks to do something about my physics mark. I need help now.
That's not how it works. You want to take something from the system? You gotta give something first.
Like what?
You got English first hour, right?
Memorize as many questions as you can during the test. Then, go straight back to your room and put what you remember down on paper.
All right.
Then pass the proof sheet to me, and I'll give it all the guys that take the exams after you. You do it right, and we'll take care of you. How? Simple. The guys who take the exams before you return the favor. It's a team effort. I'll give you my proof sheet.
I'll let you know.
We crushed Navy by 30, 40 points. They have to rank us #1 this year.
Same damn colors as uniform.
Just need it, Rob.
Hot off the press, learn it before practice.
The pattern's gonna work. You have to pull and cross behind balcones before you make a cut. Oh, I'll get around balcones. Just give me the ball. I saw Holbrook pass answers to DeSantis.
Holbrook's in.
This thing is spreading too wide.
We need Holbrook because he takes English before Straub, and we gotta have Straub in the field against Navy.
Coach Lombardi was there. He could have seen it.
Look, Bob, the coaches know all about it.
No, they don't. But they told you that?
No, but come on. How could they not know?
Are you telling me that my father,
The Colonel? Why don't you ask him?
Has there ever been a team with 3 straight undefeated seasons?
Notre Dame never did it, did they?
We gotta beat Navy first.
Did I hear a question in that statement, Corley?
Vince,
Yes, sir.
get the men together.
All right, listen up, gentlemen. Gather around.
Oh, just on a sec.
Johnny Trent is dead. He was killed in Korea the night of November the 15th while leading his men during a firefight. Last year, our teammate, Big John, led this team to its 2nd straight undefeated season. This Saturday, we play our final game of the season against Navy. Let's honor the memory of John Trent with a victory.
I don't know if I can handle another class today.
Status!
I'm just feeling. I'll meet you guys at class.
I need to talk to you.
Yeah, okay.
Over here. He told me if I supplied the English answers, somebody would help me out with physics.
Yeah, but that somebody just got laid off with bronchitis.
Stannis, I need those answers tonight or I'm off the team.
George, we don't have anybody else that takes that physics class before you.
Are you serious? Listen to me. I'm the only reason Straub is passing English. Straub can't even speak the language. And now you're standing there and you're telling me that I'm getting nothing in return for that?
I'm really sorry, George.
Boy, I bet you are.
How many gallons are in Lost Reservoir?
92.2 million gallons, sir!
No, mister! How many gallons are in Lost Reservoir?
92.2 million gallons, sir!
No, you cute! I asked you! How many gallons are in Lost Reservoir?
92.2 million gallons, sir!
When the water's flowing over the spillway.
Don't look at him! Look at me!
As you were.
A little hard on him, don't you think? What do you know about hard? Hey, I've got the same killer courses you do, plus drill, plus swim. You don't play football, right? They work us till we drop every day, and then I'm supposed to go back to the dorm and study for 10 hours so I can maybe pass a physics exam.
So I don't have a hell of a lot of time to listen to fools from the likes of you.
Gentlemen, listen up. Hold it down. Give me your ears, guys. The trade for Philadelphia leaves at 1400. You ready to roll at 1340. Understood? Yes, sir! Coach Lombardi. Yes. Am I going, sir? Why wouldn't you be? Well, I had an exam this morning. There was a question of me passing physics. Physics, huh? There we go. You passed.
Traditional glitter and glamour unfold in Philadelphia's vast municipal stadium, scene of the Army-Navy game. The Corps of Cadets, 2,400 strong, marches on the field before a capacity crowd of 100,000 spectators. Then come the midshipmen, 3,600 of them, adding to the color of this most colorful of all football spectacles.
Welcome to the municipal stadium for the 51st meeting of the Black Knights of Army versus the Navy Midshipmen. Hit low, hit hard. Army! Let's go!
Welcome to a sold-out municipal stadium. And now the teams take the field. Undefeated Army, a 3-touchdown favorite over the struggling midshipmen. And we're underway in Philadelphia. Back to receive is DeSantis. Fields at the 5, running to his right, got blocking. Across the 10, right sideline to the 15-yard line, and oh my, what a hit by Navy.
Squid's came to play today. Let's end this one fast, boys. Ready! Ready!
Late with a handoff to DeSantis. He rolls over the top, hit by Navy. The ball is loose and recovered by the Middies at the Army 23. Fake inside handoff. Johnson will run right and a couple of harder yards as Navy continues to batter at Army's defense. Second down to the Army 7. Marlowe on the keeper running up inside, banging off Army tacklers, makes his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy. 7-0 Navy, a minute 10 to go here in the first half. Late back to pass. Getting pressure from the inside, lets it go. It is intercepted by Underhill. Navy stops Army again.
Your quarterback on the best team in football, most important game of the season. Try to play like it. Yes, sir.
Navy's had all the answers so far today, tracking again with 14 seconds left in the half. Marlowe forced to run out to the left side, and he's going to throw on the run and lets it go. Richardson up for it. He's got it. Touchdown, Navy. And a 14-0 lead over the stunned Army Cadets.
Net 3 yards, only one first down. This will not suffice, gentlemen.
Football is war. This is true of any real football game. But never more true than today. You represent the defenders of this country. This nation is watching you. This game matters. There isn't a man in this room I wouldn't be proud to have as my own son, because I know what you're made of. You are warriors. Now, we're going back out there, and we are going to march down that field with the fire and power of Jeb Stuart's cavalry. We are going to hit with the speed and savagery of old blood and guts Patton. We are going to fight like the men of West Point have always fought. Are you hungry for victory?
Yes, sir!
Then go out there and take it!
Begin the second half. Preston is back deep for Navy. Takes it running to his left and is hit immediately at the 3-yard line. Barlow back to pass for Navy. Sets up the throw, but here's Farley in the end zone. Tackles him for the safety and a fired up Army team.
All right, where'd you get it back?
14-2 Navy here in the third period. The midshipman on the snap back. Johnson running to his left, has room and blocking out in front. He bangs off of 2 or 3 Army defenders. Navy with a lot of fight in them. They are not backing down an inch. The Navy defense has been punishing Army all day long. Well, the cadets have simply run out of gas here in the fourth. Just under a minute to go. Navy 14, Army 2. Bob Blake, who has had 5 interceptions, takes the snap, keeps it running right to the 15, he's to the 10 before he is wrapped up. But he is inbounds, the clock running, and so he calls a timeout. Timeout, Army. Their last timeout. Ladies and gentlemen.
They're gonna be expecting this to scary. What do you think about 67 at the back option? Doesn't really matter.
Always. Till the end.
Yes, sir.
Snap, Blake hands off to DeSantis, rolling to his left. The left-hander will throw, and it is intercepted by Navy. And that is going to wrap it up. The ball comes loose. Army with the recovery, but it's too little, too late. And Navy has shocked the world with a 14-2 win, claiming their first victory over Army in 7 years.
Most games we use 4, maybe 5 ammonia inhalers. Today we must have gone through 4 dozen.
Should have had the team work outdoors last week.
Between the sleet and the hailstorms, nobody could have practiced in that weather.
Weather. What was I thinking? Their uniforms to get dirty? Somebody catch cold?
Navy played a great game, and we lose our best safety in the first 5 minutes.
Indoor practices threw off their timing. And they were overconfident. I saw it, I never called them on it. Responsibility for this loss is mine. Mine alone.
From now on, count me out. What are you worried about? Getting caught? It'll never happen. You're a guy on the honor committee. The system works. We cheated so we could win. But look at us. We're losers. We didn't win. So how's that for your system working? You can't back out of this. Don't tell me what I can't do. You walk away, and somebody's gonna make sure that you regret it. Who's that gonna be? Is that gonna be you? Is this really the road you want to go down? You can get your little one-way ticket back to Podunk? A less than honorable discharge. No football, no future, George. Georgie, look, there are people on your team who still need your help. Semester finals are in 3 weeks. These guys gotta pass to be eligible for spring practice. Look, just help your team through finals. And that's it. After Christmas break, you're free.
Christmas is here again.
Hello. How are you? Julia? George, this is my sister, Julia.
I've heard so much about you, Mr. Holbrook.
Thank you.
I didn't say it was good.
What I don't understand is how our boys failed to score against that fancy Navy defense. Army scored 2 points. I don't call falling on their quarterback in the end zone offense.
Uncle Philip, George didn't come to Wilmington to be interrogated like a prisoner of war. Yes, I imagine the boys have had enough questions to answer for one semester.
How'd you do on your exams, George?
I did all right, sir.
You hear that, Brian? And your roommate had a football schedule to contend with.
He couldn't get through those all-nighters without me.
Well, the friends you make in this man's army are more important than a test score, that's for damn sure.
For the health of our friends, some pox on their enemies. Here, here, here.
Ready! Hut, hut. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
You're out of your zone!
No, I'm playing you man to man. You're too good.
Man, your sister's something. What do you expect? She's related to me.
Does she have a boyfriend?
No, and don't get any ideas.
Break! All right, I want to see you back here. You're getting it. You gotta watch out for her.
Getting it. And ready.
Hut, hut. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Oh, get her, get her! I got her. Okay, I got her. Hey, Julia, where you going? At least bring the ball back.
You did these.
Yeah. Wow. They're really good.
Oh, thanks.
Self-portrait.
Yeah.
I was feeling kind of small at the time. My GPA's not helping me. You'll do better next semester. Yeah, but with swim, I mean, my season's just about to begin. Merry Christmas. What is this? It's a picture of you, looking at your grades. Well, am I really that ugly, Brian? Worse. So stop going after my sister. Thank you, Brian. This is really nice. You're welcome. Thank you.
Merry Christmas, honey.
Son, you just finished a decent season.
Thank you.
But next year is going to be your year. You are going to be great out there. Well, open it. Arnold Tucker threw that ball against Navy in '46. He gave it to me. I want you to have it.
Thank you.
Now, I want that ball in your hand first day of practice this spring. As a reminder, you're ready for greatness.
Inspection! Oh. A-hole. Ugh. One of your best friends will have to tell you this, but you smell like chlorine.
Yeah, I jumped out of the pool and skipped my shower just so I could finish this 10-page essay. Social conscience in a 20th century American novel. In the next 20 minutes I have before dinner.
The novelist Sinclair Lewis and Upton Sinclair share much more than a name. You've got a ways to go.
Yeah, no kidding. It helps when you read the books.
Yeah, I've heard that rumor.
I just feel like I'm not gonna be able to squeak through midterms. At least not this time.
Hey, cheer up. You know what they say. Things are always darkest before they get totally black.
You know, I like you a lot more when you're depressed and quiet. I just, you know, I barely got by last fall, and now a swim team, and I just feel like I'm going under.
Maybe I can help.
What? How you gonna help? Tutor me?
No, I'm not going to tutor you. I'm not exactly qualified for that.
Well, then how you gonna help?
Forget it.
Oh, tell me.
I can get you the answers.
What? How?
Well, there's this group. It's mostly football players, and they pass answers to guys who are struggling. There's no risk. There's even a guy on the honor committee.
Wait. I don't believe this.
You're my friend. I'm just telling you that I'm willing to help you out.
No, George, I don't want that kind of help.
Okay, then let's just drop it.
Why would I do that? You know what this is? This is a violation of the honor code.
Now you're acting like I'm some kind of criminal.
You need to handle this the right way.
What's that? Father, I've racked my brains.
The honor code states...
There are other
it is.
codes, like not snitching on your friends. If I come forward, half of the guys here will never speak to me again.
The Corps is involved? I don't know. You need to take this to your honor committee.
They have somebody on the honor committee.
Well, if they choose not to pursue it, that's their decision, isn't it? But you will have done your duty.
I can't believe Holbrook put me in this position. Maybe I should consider resigning.
So you're faced with adversity, and what do? Run?
78 million gallons of Lusk Reservoir. All these stupid facts, they give us the answer so they can test us later.
Plebe trivia. Your mathematics exam is not trivial.
He's my best friend. What am I supposed to do?
Do it by the book.
Honor code violations are reported to your honor representative who takes them to the cadet honor committee.
Yes, sir.
And why are you here?
Sir, I believe the honor committee has been compromised by cadets that are already members of the ring.
The ring, Mr. Nolan?
I got the impression it was started by football players to help other football players.
Football team.
And it spread from there. There are many other cadets involved, I believe, sir.
What is your evidence?
I don't have any.
We'll need proof. I want you to go back to this cadet and accept his offer.
I don't understand, sir.
I want you to go undercover so that you can report back to me with solid evidence of this ring.
But, sir,
We have to move quickly. We're 2 months from graduation. It'll take courage, Mr. Nolan.
yes, sir.
You have done the right thing. Thank you for coming in. Dismissed.
You think you'll comply?
I gave him an order.
I don't know. I think you're asking an awful lot. There's a lot at stake.
We're training officers to lead men into battle. Who's going to follow a man if he's a liar, a cheat? Approach his instructors, alert them to the problem. Begin immediately.
Yes, sir. Kind of frosty for spring. I got a letter from my sister. She says you two are getting a beach share after our tour at Camp Buckner. You're invited. Well, assuming we can get a full month's leave. At this rate, I may have the whole summer off. Failed my math midterm. Well, maybe... I was thinking maybe you could help me out. No, I was thinking if this is how it works around here, and you see there's no way anybody can blow the whistle, not a good idea. Holbrook, I need help. I thought I did too, but I toughed it out. You should too. The year's almost over. I've got nothing left up here. I need your help. Nah, it's still kind of tight. Put it right back. Can you get me some math answers? The prodigal son returns. Math answers. You don't have to copy it. You're the last one to see it. It looks like it spent through laundry. Who else has seen it? Straub, Corley, DeSantis, St. Clair, Morgan. You see, even if they ever found out, they wouldn't have enough cadets to field a squad. So there's a lot more people than just our class. So, just memorize it and then burn it. Yeah? Yeah. Cool.
Thank you, Captain. He's an exact match to the math test Captain Block gave this morning.
I'm taking the same test tomorrow. I wrote the other names you mentioned on the back. Sir, this other cadet, he's my roommate, George Holbrook.
See?
Sir, would you please allow him to stay in the academy?
If your roommate makes a full confession, yes.
You'll remain a cadet.
Thank you, sir.
Well, now that. That's hard. You caught me, Nolan. No quarterback ever caught me, but you did right there. He's not even a football player. He's a lousy swimmer. Well, I don't care if you're a damn hairless squid. You're all right. Cheers to that. Cheers. It's been a pleasure. Knock him dead.
Word is calls going around all our instructors asking questions. What should we do? You're the quarterback. Look, Bob, in 6 weeks I'm gonna be a commissioned officer and I'm shipping to Korea. I'm gonna see the elephant. Yeah, but right now... I'm gonna graduate and nothing is gonna stop me. Yeah, but you won't get your commission. Listen, they haven't even opened the investigation yet. Want my advice? Keep your head down and your mouth shut. Somebody shoot that guy.
George, move it. 7 more days, you can sleep till noon. Come on.
Company, fall in! The following man reports to the Commandant's office at 0700 hours. Corley, Straub, St. Clair, Morgan, Clark, Black, DeSantis, Holbrook.
This is not a court-martial. This is a fact-finding board convened by the Commandant of Cadets to further investigate certain facts discovered during a preliminary investigation into alleged violations of the Honor Code. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Step up to the table, Cadet Holbrook. You see in front of you 3 different examinations, one in mathematics, one in chemistry, and one in English. Do you recognize them?
Yes, sir. They're from courses that I take.
We have evidence that after you took these exams, you then distributed the questions and/or answers to cadets who would be taking the same exam at a later time. To whom did you give them? To any of the 9 cadets on this list?
Mr. Holbrook, answer the question.
Are you aware of such an organization?
Sir, I know of no group of cadets which operates to pass unauthorized academic information.
The board has evidence that indicates you have accepted stolen answers, and that you then passed on those answers to your roommate, Cadet Straub.
Sir, I have never passed unauthorized information to anyone.
Mr. DeSantis, I remind you that you are under oath.
I understand that, sir.
Do you wish to correct any of your testimony?
No, sir, I do not.
Do you have any knowledge at all of these violations?
I'm not saying anything until I see Colonel Blake.
These proceedings have nothing to do with Coach Blake.
I don't know of any honor violations. I do know there's plenty of people around here who just don't like football players. My tag's one of them. I want to see Colonel Blake. I'll do whatever he says. I can't believe that all those men would knowingly perjure themselves like that.
Is it possible... Sir, is it just possible this whole thing is some sort of scheme to discredit Army football?
How many guys are they calling? Everybody. What have I been saying? This whole damn thing is spread too wide.
I bet you anything it was a plebe. It's a stupid, nervous little plebe.
We don't know who turned us in.
Not yet, but we will. And that bastard's gonna find himself floating face down in the Hudson River.
Yeah.
Don't talk like that.
The snitch is a traitor. We all know what the penalty for treason is.
All we know is that we're under investigation. Now, what are we gonna do about it? Come up with a reasonable scenario, make sure we all stick to the same story.
No stories. We do what we did today. We stonewall them. Say nothing. They're gonna keep coming at us. Then you're worth all the other guys. Nobody talks.
We need to talk to the coach. Now.
We can't out of this.
How do you know about this? about this investigation. Calm sport. I thought you were sworn not to discuss it. I swore I'd never cheat either. You're gonna be called. Probably tomorrow. I mentioned your name this morning, Brian. I named a lot of names. And I'm sorry. I bet they heard a lot of names from everybody. The other Stonewall, the board. I went first. I didn't have time to discuss it with the other guys. So that's the reason you told the truth? No. See, I can lie to myself. I just can't lie to an officer who asks me the right question. It's just not in me. I understand. They're gonna throw me out of here. You were the only one willing to confess. Maybe they'll give you a break. I don't have anything else. West Point in football. This is the only family I've got, Brian. George, you will be back next fall. I know who it was. DeSantis. He was bitching the loudest, pointing his finger at everybody. I'm telling you, if I find out it's him, I'm gonna...
Not all of us have been called in yet, sir.
Just some of us, Colonel. We might be called in again.
So we were wondering, sir,
How we should handle this.
you know how we do business on the team and at the academy. Each one of you should tell the truth. Go before the board, stand tall, and state the facts. You men are the leaders of this academy. You've got to take care of this.
He has no idea how big this thing is. He wants to think there's nothing but a half dozen yearlings. We can't tell the whole story.
We all agreed to take his advice.
You were looking at a less than honorable discharge. Mark for life. You guys can't walk back in there and tell them you lied.
That's what the Colonel wants us to do. It's good enough for me.
You have no idea where this is going to lead.
Yeah, I'm getting season tickets next year to watch you play.
Well, DeSantis is running back.
But so are you. He'll be Mr. Inside and you'll be Mr. Outside.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Knock on wood. You know, I love to run. I always did. A good 50-yard run. There's nothing like it. When guys are closing in on you and you turn on the speed. You just go. And they never touch you. Good evening, Captain. Good at old Rook. Come here.
What are you doing? We can't do this. You can't come out of here.
What if I did?
What is it, George?
It's nothing.
Don't give me that. You're not a very good liar.
Yeah, I know. It's just fine. It's football. There's just a lot of stuff going on around me. That's all.
Yeah, especially with that Tusker baby.
How do you know about that?
I overheard my dad talking to Uncle Philip.
Who told your father?
Brian was worried about some guys cheating on Ted, so we called him back.
Brian? When?
I don't know, a couple of months ago. Why? Are you involved in this?
I'm sworn not to discuss it. How was the dance? It was you. George, I had no other choice.
Oh, Brian.
You could have taken it to the honor committee.
Yeah, we both know it's fixed.
What is that your problem? A cadet will not lie, cheat, or steal.
You self-righteous little brat.
You cheated too, but I bet you're not getting kicked out of here, are you? I discussed this with Colonel Harkins, and he agreed that you would stay in the academy if you made a full confession. I don't want any favors from you. You bastard, you're worse than any of us. George. Shut up. No, listen. No, as far as I'm concerned, you don't exist.
You may as well be dead. And believe me, by the time this thing is over, you'll wish you were.
I'll see you at 13:30.
Bob, your TAC wants to see you in his office at 1000 hours tomorrow.
Colonel? Yeah, come in, Bob. Fine-tuning our wing T formation for next fall. You're gonna have to make some adjustments. Sir? You have something to say to me?
Yes, sir. It's about the test cribbing.
It's a serious matter. I'm sure when the full truth comes out, the men who had the courage to step
The
forward...
full truth is they cheated, Father. And so did I.
You knew this was going on?
I passed answers across our training table.
You're an excellent student. You don't have to cheat. Why would you take answers?
No, I didn't. But I passed them along. There were guys on the football team who needed help. And we didn't want the team to lose any players.
Why didn't you tell me about this sooner?
I'm telling you now before I testify because I don't want you to hear it from anybody else.
The plans we made to make you starting quarterback on the greatest team in football, graduate from West Point, every door open. How could you risk all that?
We did it to keep the team together. The reason that I did it, why any of us did it, was for you, Father. Well, we thought that you wanted it that way.
I understand you advised your men to come forward with the truth. This is the consequence of their honesty.
This is a personal vendetta on the part of Colonel Harkins.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Now, you and I are old friends, and I can assure you that's not the case.
General, you and I both know the man bears a grudge against Army football. He's going after the backbone of next year's squad, and incidentally, the best men in this academy.
This involves much more than football.
At least let me go before the board.
Earl, your own son's the quarterback. You can't go in there. It'll look like special pleading. Now, I've got a son, too. He's set to graduate in 6 days. All the graduating seniors are returning from Aberdeen tomorrow, and I have no idea what's going to happen. But as a father, I can't intervene, and neither can you.
Well, then I won't go in as a father.
I don't see how that's possible.
Sir, let me offer you my son's resignation. If that's what it takes. But they've got to listen to me.
Is that what he said?
Is this your idea of a joke? If you've got something to say, George, say it. I don't need this horror movie crap. I mean, what's that supposed to make me do? Go in, change my story, run away? Stop playing around. Grow up. I didn't do it. Nobody's playing, Brian. Watch your back. Are you threatening me?
No. But believe me, there are people who've talked about it.
Drop your list, cadet.
You all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine. Have there been other threats? I just don't know how to handle this, sir.
I do.
I'm ordering you confined to quarters for the duration of June week. You'll have a guard posted outside your room.
George.
Mrs. Nolan, sir. We're looking for Brian. I'm sorry, sir. I haven't seen him.
Beautiful weather, isn't it, for June week? Did your family come?
Well, my grandmother, she wanted to. Well, it's an awful long trip, perhaps. Is Julia here?
Well, I'm afraid. Well, she got a last-minute opportunity to work for our congressman this summer, so... Oh, you know young women. The way they change their minds.
Well, I hope you both enjoy your stay. Sir, good to see you. Mrs. Nolan.
Culpepper, let's go. We gotta get up the hill to testify.
Sure, Your Honest, I don't know if I can.
Whoa, we had 2 nights on the train to get a story.
But that's what it was, a story. I'm not sure I can tell.
Look around. There are families here. And 3 guys are getting married. Hey, look at me. We all graduate on Tuesday. 4 long, long years of hard work. And you're not gonna throw that away.
I don't know.
I know. You have what it takes to be an outstanding officer. And an officer does not doubt himself, Culpepper. Once he makes a decision, he sticks with it. Clear?
I wish it was.
He never, ever admits that he was wrong. Any man who does isn't fit to command.
We're here to see our son.
Yes, ma'am. Sir? Mom? Father? You're lucky you found me because I hear at nightfall they moved me to a root cellar in Poughkeepsie. This is not a joking matter.
Everyone knows about this, Brian. There's a coldness here that I have never felt before.
Christ, how do you think I feel?
Don't use the Lord's name in vain. You're going to need all the help you can get.
But not from you.
I gave you my advice 2 months ago. You didn't take it.
No, I did the right thing.
The right thing was to follow Army protocol.
The cheaters planted guys in the honor committee. Nothing would have happened.
And tell me what's wrong with that.
Oh, I see. Tell the truth, but not too loud, right, Dad?
You had no business going directly to the commandant.
He supports me. He's proud of what I've done.
Proud? You investigated your own classmates.
I accepted an order.
And son, to tell on your friend.
Do you know why they posted a guard outside of my door? Do you have any idea what this has been for me?
Your uncle can barely bring himself to mention your name. Why, Brian? To show me that you didn't want to be here. Well, now you've got your wish.
I'm not leaving.
No one will talk to you. Your entire career. You won't have a career.
This has been hard. Being the first one to come forward, and it's probably going to get harder. But isn't that why I'm here, Father? So I can learn to be a leader?
Cadet Blake, please tell this board what you know.
I know this has been a terrible blow to my father.
Our sympathies are with Coach Blake, and with every parent whose son has compromised the honor code.
Every man on the football team is like a son to him.
Are you suggesting that you be treated any differently?
No, sir. I'm just telling you this has broken his heart.
Cadet Blake, we've obtained information that you violated the honor code.
I did. I passed answers at mess.
To whom?
I can't tell you that.
You don't remember who they were?
I know who they were.
Cadet Blake, we suspect that perhaps as many as 26 first-year men were also involved. Now, these men deny it.
In 2 days, these first-classmen become commissioned officers. They will very likely lead men into battle in Korea. Do you know any reason why these men should not graduate?
No.
If you're in a position to know anything, you need to do the honorable thing.
I admit that I passed answers. I broke the honor code, and I'm willing to face the consequences, but I will not say anything about other football players, because they are my teammates and my closest friends, and I will not betray my friends. To me, that is the only honorable thing to do.
We've concluded that 90 cadets are guilty of honor violations.
This will have to go to Army staff in Washington.
Yes, sir. We have a letter for you to give to General Taylor.
Their recommendation?
Let all 90 cadets be dismissed from the academy.
90 men.
Yes, sir. 37 second-classmen, 52 third-classmen, 1 plebe.
No firsties?
No, sir, they all told the same story. There wasn't sufficient evidence.
Then those men must be allowed to graduate. Dismissed.
Come in.
My orders were to say nothing while guarding you.
Yeah, it sounds like a good order. I think you should follow it.
Look, Nolan. You saved the honor code. The way I see it, you saved West Point.
Most guys here wouldn't agree with you.
Maybe you've been talking to the wrong guys.
Thank you.
They can't prosecute us. Not when we let the entire first class graduate.
Coach is gonna step in and fix it with the suit. He's gonna get us out of this.
I say if Collins hits us, we hit Collins. Hard. My dad's lawyer's working on it. We'll say that we weren't given our rights. That we were tricked. Forced to testify. They're pinning the entire thing on us with this investigation. What about the athletic department?
What about it?
Almost every damn player on the football team is guilty. And you're telling me that they didn't know what was going on?
They never had anything to do with it.
So then they ignored it. Which makes them just as guilty as any one of us. Lombardi, Kenna,
Hey, guys. That's called Pepper and Schrager.
Where are they off to?
Everywhere. Infantry school at Fort Benning, artillery at Fort Sill.
Not anymore. No, they changed that policy. They're going straight to Korea.
That no one request permission to enter, sir.
Enter.
Sir. Yes. I was looking for Colonel Harkins, sir.
Colonel's been reassigned to the Army staff in Washington.
He never told me that, sir.
Assignment was in the Cadet Daily Bulletin. What is it, Cadet Nolan? Something about the honor investigation.
My ex-roommate, Cadet Holbrook, is being held with arrest.
Every cadet waiting judgment has been separated from the Corps. They're being held in North Barracks.
Yes, sir, but Colonel Harkins assured me that Cadet Holbrook would not be penalized if he made a full confession.
That's between you and Colonel Harkins.
Promise me, sir.
Are you sure? Because as Commandant, you wouldn't have that kind of authority. Anything else, Cadet? Dismissed.
Father, now that you know everything, do you still think we should have told the truth?
Yes, absolutely. You're going to be asked to submit your resignation. If you don't, the Army can order a court-martial.
I'll resign. I expected this. Who else?
Every one of you. I fought. I stood in front of President Truman with my hat in my hand.
I'm sorry you had to humiliate yourself.
I'm sorry for you, for all of you.
Please don't tell me I'm sorry you. Because I don't want to hear it.
What do you mean?
I know you're sorry about your football team.
Of course I am. What's wrong with you?
Dad, I know for a fact that you offered my resignation to Superintendent Irving.
Who told you that?
You're gonna deny it. Quit. Lie. Like father, like son, right?
I've been working non-stop to try to salvage.
You were willing to give me up. Because you thought it would save the rest of them.
Scandal strikes at the United States Military Academy at West Point. Charged with cribbing in class are many members of the football team. For years, one of the mightiest in the world. Discontinuation of football at West Point is being advocated by some authorities. Not since 1818 has the code of honor been so threatened.
It's Saturday. Colonel Owen reads the paper on Saturday. General MacArthur instructed the cadets to read one newspaper every day. My boys are reading it right now. Well, it is over. Just the beginning, Vince. Criticism and abuse will go on for months. This academy is about to celebrate its 150th anniversary. That's 150 great historic years capped by this. I've been thinking I should resign. Why don't you talk to him about it? He's got enough on his mind. Well, no one loves Army football more than General MacArthur.
Oh, well. He's at the academy back 20 years. Come on in. Tell me the whole story. Earl, you have to reconsider.
This big public show is aimed at me. These 90 men are nothing but scapegoats, General.
But if you go, who's going to be left to speak for them?
This wipes out the varsity squad.
Earl, you're the only man that can take this whole debacle and rebuild. Earl, you must stay. Don't leave under fire.
Sign your resignation here. If you do not, you could face a court-martial and then discharge. Dismissed.
Cadet DeSantis reporting as ordered, sir.
Dismissed.
Cadet Corley reporting as ordered, sir.
Dismissed. Cadet's job. Reporting as ordered, sir. Dismissed.
Cadet Holbrook reporting as ordered, sir.
Dismissed.
Most of these men condemned themselves by telling the truth. To remain, all they had to do was refuse to answer or plead innocent. For them, this would have been dishonorable. Some of these cadets were dismissed not because they'd taken or given aid, but merely because they knew about it and didn't report it. Make no mistake, I believe in West Point. I believe in the ideals that made West Point great. I am a graduate of the academy. But I also believe in these youngsters. I know their families. I know them. I know they are men of character. No man in Washington has the right to send them away with anything less than an honorable discharge. And none of you have the right to brand them as common criminals. I have been in many a tough game. This is not a game. I will fight for these 90 men and for Army football, where I intend to remain as head coach.
You were dismissed from the academy, not from your own home.
Mom, I love this house. But it's right in the thick of it.
Would you have a couple of minutes? I'll make you something for the bus.
Sure. Goodbye, Father.
And that's it.
What can I say?
Well, you could apologize for that display outside the barracks.
I said exactly what I wanted to say.
Did you read what I told the press downtown? Or are you too busy feeling sorry for yourself?
I read it. It's a lot of excuses for all of us. But there are no excuses.
I tried to set the record straight on your behalf.
Dad, you're trying to win. You're always trying to win. The honor code is not about winning. It's about the truth.
Your orders on boarding? This is the 11:20 at the New York City. Make sure you belong on the right bus.
I think you dropped this. You okay?
You take a hit better than most guys, but nothing hurts like this.
Plan on spending any time in the city? Did you do that?
A friend of mine.
Well, it captures you pretty well.
He's got a real talent for getting at the truth of things.